Hello everyone, welcome to this week's session. Today I want to talk to you about the consequences of overpricing your house. If you're one of those people that are already thinking of selling your house or are already in the process of actually selling your house, it is very much important that you understand that you actually need to price your house properly. Okay, so there's actually two ways that will actually negatively affect you if you actually do not price your property right in terms of overpricing your property. So one thing that you need to take into consideration is that the moment you have an offer on your house, for example, let's say your house is 1.2, for example, and it's overpriced, but the actual value of that property is a million, for example. So when you do when the buyer goes to the bank and do the application to get bond approval, so the very first thing that the bank will do is to check that that house is actually worth that amount that you want them the buyer to actually pay for. So they will send an evaluator that will actually come to your house, and if your house is the offer that is there, it's 1.2, and the house itself is actually 1 million. So the evaluator is going to come and check the house and see if it is worth that much. And if he sees that it is not worth that much, then it's going to go back to the bank and say, no, this house is not worth this amount. So reconsider what you have actually given. So in that case, the bank is going to say, okay, we can only pay a million for this house because that's actually the house value. So they will not pay the other 200,000, which means that your buyer must come up with that 200,000. In that case, most of us don't have 200,000 just laying around, and I don't think there's someone that will just pay 200,000 extra just for the sake of it, just because you want them to pay that much. So it is very much important. In that case, you'll find that you have a buyer that is not satisfied. They'll say, okay, you are making me pay more than what the value of the house is. I'd rather look for something else. Then you lose on the buyer. And then on the other side, you lose on the bank because they're not going to give you that approval for that bond. Then your house still stays in the market, right? So in other words, if your house is not properly priced, it will stay very long in the market, right? And another situation that you need to be aware is if for you have a cash buyer. So cash buyers are normally people that have experience in the property market, and they're normally investors. So they know the values of the house. They do their due diligence. So if you don't price your property right, they will know, and you'll find out that now you have lost on the bank side, and you will also lose on the cash side. Then your house is going to stay on the market without no buyer. So it is very much important that you understand that your house needs to be priced correctly, needs to be priced according to the market. So you need to make a discussion with your agent to say, okay, what is the market related pricing for this kind of property in which area. And you need to understand that. You need to understand those dynamics so that you price your property right. And then if you really want to sell in a short space of time, then if it's priced right, you're going to be able to sell that property. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.